Good morning. We are back. Hopefully you missed me. Obviously you did. So, today we're back. We need to get you guys the details on this said case file. So this is the case file 001, and today we just really kind of need to discuss what it's all about as we go through our day, what it's about, what the series is about, just get you guys in the know. Hopefully, yes, by the end of today's video, I'll have a drop time for you for these, whether it's going to be Friday, whether it's going to be Saturday, whether it's going to be Thursday. I'm really trying for Friday. So, the case file dealio. The case file series, this is going to be 001. We've already got 002 done. 003 is in the works. The case file series is kind of an experimental series for me on items that I want to experiment with without investing into a complete run. Does that make sense? So like this case file, series 1, 2, and 3 are all going to have a finger spin dimple that we're working on. And I wanted to experiment with it and not be committed to the entire run. So what we're doing is I think there's like 30 to 40 of these. And each case file series is just going to be super limited, one-time run, and that's it. Just so that we can work on stuff, mess with stuff, have fun with different items. And really kind of just, it gives us a chance to experiment, and that's the whole idea behind it. So when we drop these, I'll let you guys know how many there is when I'm finished here later today. But that's it. It's a one-time drop. Case files are one and done. So the 001 will be dropping hopefully Friday. Like I said, one-time drop. There's like 35 of them, I feel like, but I'll tell you guys that specifically later. One and done. That's it. It's just an experiment for us. So that kind of gives you a little bit of the backstory on what the case file is. Case file series is, not what this specific yo-yo is, but what the case file series is going to be. So the fun thing with testing these case files, instead of the normal toss, grind, toss, thumb grind, you get to just throw a finger spin. And that's going to let you know if it's smooth. Are you kidding me? No first try or die here. Perfect. No vibration, just 100% dead smooth. And that's it. Tested it out. Makes it a little more fun. Alright, quick break from the case files. I gotta show you guys something awesome. Got in some fresh golf balls. Them fresh golf balls. And most of you probably know my number for softball, baseball, alike is number 9. So, we got some Titleist Pro V's number 9s for the one and only G2 Jake. Now what those were, somebody, I talked about trading product previous, and then somebody had reached out and was sending me these in place for their Black Elite, so they didn't have to hope they could get through the checkout in time. Look a little bit tan. Amazing what the beach will do for us. But anyways, now I've got to ship out his Elite to stand up to my side of the bargain. Shower, work, case file, spec details shortly. So I just realized how rude I was. I didn't let you guys know where I was at. So, taking a break from our case file episode talk, whatever we want to call it. Another day in the life vlog. So Saturday, you guys were lucky enough to see that art showdown. We hopped on a flight, me and Steph, down to Myrtle Beach, and we were there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then we came home on Tuesday, yesterday. So that's where we were at. A quick little trip before the baby comes. It was fun. We sat on the beach most of the time. Read a book, The American Kingpin, which is about the Silk Road on the dark web, if you guys know what that is. Actually super interesting. Really a pretty good read. I'm about 3/4 of the way through, so I want to finish that up hopefully this week or next, whenever we can get some time. But right now we're 100% committed to getting these case files out to you. So let's go do our daily duty back at the cubicle, back at the desk job, and I'll be back shortly with more case file details for you. You know, the good stuff, the stuff you really want to know, the shape, the design, the specs, the price, the release date, the colorways, the quantities, coming shooting right at you in like 2 seconds. All right, we're on our way home, so let's get into it. The details you want to know. Here's the specs for the case file. That is, you know what? I'll tell you when I get home, so I can actually show you the yo-yo. I think that would be better. All right, let's do it. The case file, 001. Specs, 56.2 diameter, 44 millimeters wide, 8 millimeter axle. We had to go small because of the finger spin dimple. Also, G19 pads. Yeah, I know I still don't have those sight for resale yet. I'm trying to figure out the best way to package them because I just have sheets of pads. So, but I'm pretty sure standard 19 millimeter pads fit in these. I should probably try that one day to confirm. Also, something special about the yo-yo. Oh, I guess you probably want to know the weight. 66.9 with the Rage. I think it's 66.7 with the Wrath. I haven't tested it with a Ripper, so I don't know exactly that weight there. But in the 66, middle of the level. But it does have an undercut. Pretty deep. It's actually much, it's deeper than the Marvel and Warthog and wider. So it cuts more weight out. And obviously, I think you guys are smart enough to know the reason we did that is because with this finger spin dimple and having the flat cup, you get tons of extra weight in there. And we wanted to be able to hollow that out so that the yo-yo could play better overall. Now, shape-wise, here's the profile. So whatever you want to call that. It's nice, it's organic, it's smooth. It's got the V in there, great for grinds. Just overall, a really clean, classy looking yo-yo. This one has my Ripper in it because that is my bearing of choice on this. They'll be shipping with the Rage and the Wrath. So you'll get the groove concave with the centering and the flat, like all other bearing, all other yo-yos. Same thing for the case file. Now, the thing that might bother some of you, and I figure the best way to do it is just throw it out there. For the case file 001, not the other ones, not the whole series, one-time thing, these are machined in China. So we found a Chinese shop and went ahead and tried these. Like I said, these were done back before Thanksgiving, so it was the perfect time to experiment with that. We'll just go over the pros right off the bat for the Chinese machine shop that I found. the pros of doing it there, and then the cons. So the pros, the biggest pro of all, and the idea that I had behind testing them out at the time I did, was speed. I had these in under a month after sending them the CAD, anodized and completed at my house. So that was pro number one. Pro number two, I had one reject out of the batch for vibe. So overall, the B grade percentage was much better as far as vibe goes. Those are the two pros that I have. Speed and the QC was fine. It's the bearing posts are tight. That's just how I've been ordering them from all the machine shops, just to help with the quality control issues. So those are the two pros. And like I said, those were the pros. So it was the perfect time for me to try it. Basically, I tried it for that reason. I wanted to see the speed, I wanted to see the quality for myself. I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row for if anything ever happens to one of my shops here. And I just need to try everything out for myself. I can't just go by what A's saying, what B says, what A says. I just need to try it out for myself. So I decided to jump in and do it. It would be perfect for the first step of this project. Like I said, number one, case file 001 is Chinese made. The other ones are not, because we have decided not to go this route for now. But it does open the door for the future if we need to, just for any other reasons if we need to. But right now we don't plan to move over there, just the one and done here. And that's why these are a little bit cheaper at 89 instead of, this would be 99, this would be more. They're not that much cheaper because the run was so small, so the price difference wasn't that substantial. So now let's get into the cons of the Chinese manufacturing. I don't know them other than just talking to them in email. Who knows if it's even their real name. But one of the biggest reasons I'm going to keep producing here with my shops is I know David and Sean, they've had my back. I want to have their back and continue to provide business to them. Alvin's done awesome things for me. He's made custom tools for me for designs I had that he couldn't make with standard tools, so he machined tools to machine my yo-yos. So he's gone above and beyond. And then Joe, my third shop, he has put in a lot of work to figure out how to machine yo-yos, because that's not what he does. So when he's slow and he has time, he'll run some yo-yos for me. But he is not a yo-yo shop per se. But then that goes back to the timing thing. One Drop and Alvin, they are about, it just depends on how busy their queue is. But usually it's a few months to get something machined, then a few months at my anodizer. And like I said, these under a month done. So I guess the anodizing brings in con number two. The anodizing is not up to par. It feels fine, but as you can see, I guess this is kind of standard for the industry right now, but it's not standard for me. And I was going to go through and mark all of these as glitches. Instead, since the whole run, the anodizing is not perfect. Some are better than others. But since it's the whole run, I'm just not going to mark them all. And they're just going to be priced at $89 just like the solids. Yes, so that was con number two. Con number three is more of a personal preference that I just like. It goes with number one. I just like supporting my friends around here. So I'm happy to do that whenever I can. I guess it's nationalism, but I don't know. I like supporting where I'm from, I guess. I like knowing who I'm supporting on a personal level. So that goes back to number one. Those are the pros and cons, I think. I'm not sure which way you guys will see it as. I'm sure some of you will still want it. I'm sure some of you out there will not want this yo-yo because it is Chinese made. And I do keep that in mind. But like I said, I just want to get all my ducks in a row. I wanted to test it out for myself and see how it was. And now I know. So that's where we're currently at. That's the case file. That's pretty much most of the details. Go check out Mike's video. I posted it up on Throwers. Great video of it. So yeah, now at this point I'm just rambling and I'm gonna go get some yo-yos ready to go. So I'm sure some of you are wondering why it took so long to release this. And there's a few reasons. Box art always can take a while. packaging designed for me for what I want for the logo. All were slow going this time. But the biggest reason was I could not decide if I was going to release it or not. Just because it was made in China. So I didn't know if I wanted to have one out there that was or not. But I'm deciding I'm going to go ahead and do it. Just because it's such a great yo-yo. You guys have to try it. It is so much fun. It does exactly what I wanted for the Case File series. So I decided it's time to unleash it. And if you want to see the box, I've shown this off, but just in case you haven't seen it. And right here I'll be writing 001 because it's going to be an ongoing series. And so the first 3 are going to use this box art, and then we'll be switching it up as we go a different direction with the preceding Case Files. But the first 3 are going to be centered around the finger spinning. No, it's not a Skyba knockoff. There's plenty of finger spin dimples that have been out before the Skyba. I know some of you don't know that, but that's the way it is. Mike, that did the video for this, that's on the team, he had a signature yo-yo with a dimple in it before, so that's kind of what we were basing it off of. So yeah, wanted to clear the air with that. I know some of you are trolling me. Some of you know better. Some of you are smarter than that. But final counts here. Looks like we've got 10 unicorn fades and 15, 16, no, 7, sorry, 17 of the copper. I'm going to go outside and get some production photos. I'll go ahead and show those to you guys too. So let's go do that right now. Out to the famous G² step. What is my dog doing? What are you doing? Is there something in there? Is there a chipmunky? Is there a chipmunk in there? You better get it. Get a chipmunk. Get it. Get that chipmunk. Okay, back to our previously scheduled programming. Product photos. Hopefully this video does a good job of showing off the colors and the shape here. The undercut. The beauty that is the Case File 001. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the vlog. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Make sure you leave your comments. Let me know what you think about the whole Case File series, me doing a one and done Chinese metal. Just let me know what you guys are thinking. I'd love to hear your thoughts, even though I've pretty much made up my mind that I definitely want to stay USA. But I definitely wanted to let you guys know the truth behind them, because I know there's other companies out there that I don't know why I'm comparing myself to other companies. That's not what I do. So don't worry about them. Beautiful. As we were saying, and if you aren't subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. I had one more important thing to say, but I can't remember. I think I told you guys this is one and done, that all the Case File series are one run and done. If I didn't, I apologize. This is one time, one run, and done. Oh, I didn't tell you what time they were dropping. Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do it live. We'll be dropping the Case Files. Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern on the G2 store. Tell your friends, since it is one and done, they got one shot at these. Don't hate me for that.